Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is Reverend Dr. Copeland, and I'm coming tonight on Focus on Your Dream. And tonight we are going to talk about the 5 steps you need to take for focusing on your dream. The first step is, do you have a dream? And I think everybody has one. They just maybe people tell you, well, you dream too big, or you dream too small, or those dreams can't come true, or you can't do that right now because you don't have the money. You don't have the knowledge or the skill for that particular dream. And I say this, okay? I don't know. Who was it? I can't think of him right now, but his name, but he's a designer. And he went into designing with a needle and thread almost, a sewing machine and a few other things, and became one of the biggest, not the biggest well-known, not like, I can't even think of a designer right now. That's awful. But, not like a lot of famous designers, but he's famous enough in his own right. He makes his own clothes. People buy it. They're in stores and everything. Other people have designed all kinds of different things, socks, gloves, I mean, it's what you can do that makes that first step of the dream real. If you can knit, if you can sew, if you can sing, if you can dance, if you can sing and dance, if you can act, if you have talent. I think people think that because we're not all millionaires, okay, that we haven't made it, and we're not going to make it because we haven't made $1 million. But if you're thinking about if you're an artist and you're living to paint, and you're making a living painting, or you're making a living taking photography, taking, photos of even children and stuff like that, that's half the battle. The rest of it can be won by just keeping and applying to your dream and working at it. And that takes hard work. That takes hard work and commitment. I am committed to doing YouTube, being on YouTube. I am committing to, my work. This is my new work. Being on YouTube, not television per se, but being on YouTube, of actually still being a counselor, still being a therapist, and taking it to a different level. So the first thing is having a dream. The second thing is, how do I stay in commitment? That's kind of hard, because most of us who commit to some things don't always stay to it. We commit to a marriage. Sometimes you have to get a divorce. I've been divorced. I know that. I'm married again, but that takes a lot of work. So let's do this. Let's talk about how to stay committed. All right. The first few years of any dream, of any business, so to speak, you're not going to make a whole lot of money. If you make a whole lot of money, believe you when I tell you, be shocked, but put that money away. Don't try to spend it on getting a big car and all that other kind of stuff. Put it back into your business continually, because the first years are teaching tools, if you will. How to make the business better, how to keep the business growing, how to keep the business active, how to keep the business interesting. Excuse me. How to keep it engaging and how to engage in it. So the second step is keeping it growing, moving, active, engaging, all of that. That it's very important that you do that, and that you combine your dream with now engaging in it, getting it off the ground, getting it running, keeping it running, keeping it moving, keeping it fresh, keeping it just so interesting that people always want to go back and see what else is he doing? Oh my God. For instance, if you make I dabble in pottery, something I would not want to do for a business. I might sell a few things, but I dabble in it for relaxation. Well, let's say you wanted to be a potter. If I honestly wanted to be a potter, that takes a lot of work, and that's dirty work. I think it's fun, but I don't, at this point, that's not my dream. But if it was my dream, then I would keep it moving. I would keep it fresh. I would design different kinds of pots. I would design different kinds of dishes. I would design different kinds of bowls. And actually, I would make it so affordable, first of all, and easy for people to eat out of, to drink out of. That they could say, where could you get that? And somebody would say, where did you get that? And you would say, oh, this is the Donia bowl, made by the hands of Donia. That's what I would call them, if that would be the case. That's what I call different things that I made. But they were things that I made for me, things that I wanted to achieve for me, that helped me to stay grounded. So that's what I would do. Okay. And that way, you keep it fresh, you keep it moving, you put little flowers in it, you put your own design in it, you put your own spin on it. And it's funny what people will buy, and it's funny what people like. People might say to you, oh, they're not going to like that. You don't know what people are going to like. You don't know it until you try it. The third thing is, the third step, if you fall down, get back up again. Well, most of you know that song. I'm going to put my glasses on for a little while. We fall down, but we get up. Okay. Ashes, we all fall down. We all trip. We all fall. Sometimes we fall and fall and fall. Sometimes we get back up again. Okay? Sometimes we need help getting back up again. But the trick of it is, the funny thing of it is, if you fall down, you got to learn how to get back up again. You got to learn how to move. You got to learn how to grow. You got to learn how to be. Okay? I mean, it's a funny thing. But it's also a good thing, because sometimes falling and scraping your knees is kind of good, because it brings out character and stuff in you that you would never think you had. Okay? It brings out possibilities, if you will, that if I fall down and I get back up again, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do whatever I can do to be the best that I can be. It's unbelievable how many people think I'm going to fall down and then I'm just going to lay there. Now, really, if you're going to lay there, the people are going to step over you. They're going to walk around you. If you fall down in the street right now, especially in this day and age, very few people are going to come and help you. So if you fall down in your dream, everybody's going to look at you and say, see, I told you were going to fall down. Make a liar out of the neighbors. Make a liar out of the naysayers. Make a liar out of the haters. Okay? Because people got to hate on something all the time. All the time. No matter how good you do, no matter how good you become, no matter how great you are, every singer, every dancer, every artist, okay, has their own greatness. Every cook, every chef, because I've never called them cooks, because cooking ain't easy. I do it for fun. Okay? I had played with the idea of being a chef, but that's just too much work for me. The girl can't take it. Too much work. Okay? And it's work all the time. And it's school all the time. Don't think that chefs just come out here and cook a couple of things and they're good. They have to perfect their skill all the time. Well, anything that you do, you have to perfect your skill. So if you fall down, you get back up again. Because the truth be told, okay, it's good to fall down. Sometimes while you're down, you can kind of look up and say, okay, I made this mistake. I won't do that again. I made that mistake. How can I keep from doing that again? I made this mistake. What got me here? What got me down? All of those things. So the third step is falling down and getting back up again. Okay? Gonna fall. Okay? Okay. The fourth step is failing and trying again. Okay? Very few businesses, very few whatever it is that we entertain start out great. Most singers, most dancers, most artists, most photographers, most whatever, stores, whatever, they start out small. Somebody somewhere along the line liked the person's work, like what the person said, like what the person did, laughed at the comedian's jokes and told somebody else. And then they told two friends and so on and so forth. You see what I'm going with this? It's like this old commercial that I forgot what it was. Was it Secret Deodorant maybe? Where they told two friends and so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden it wasn't a secret anymore. I think it was a good deodorant. Well, that's anything. If you make soap, okay, and you start out small and you just take some to work, give them to a couple of your friends at work for gifts, they'll say, oh my God, did you have use that soap? If you make a cosmetic, lipstick, blush, I watch a lot of girls on YouTube that apply makeup. I really don't wear anything but lipstick or lip gloss, okay? And that's because I'm what they call the retired professional. I mean, I still dress nicely and I still, watch what I wear and I still like the makeup and everything, but after the stroke, I really don't have a steady hand to put on eyeliner. I almost put my eye out a couple of times just playing with it. And I thought it was just, I'll give it a rest. I'll just wear lipstick. And it doesn't bother me. Because really, the truth be told, I was telling my daughter earlier, okay, you young women, I marvel at you. Because I wore makeup, back in the day with the same things and the eyeliner and the blush and all that. And we just did not have the time. I don't know where you get the time to put all that makeup on, but you put it on and put it on strong. But getting back to the fourth element, right? So, you may fail. Failure is an option because you may fail for a minute, but then you get back up again. Well, you say, okay, let me look at the failure. I failed in this end of it, but I didn't fail on the other end of it. I move this way a little bit more, it seems to be a little bit better. Or I move this way and it's even better. Failing, people say failure is not an option, but everybody fails at something sometime or the other. And they feel really, really bad. My mother told me, okay, God rest her soul, all right, you fail in something, okay, but you never fail in life. Because as long as you have breath in your body, as long as you have breath, as long as you get up in the morning, as long as you get your feet on the ground, as long as you thank God for the day, as long as you see the day, you take that day on, live each day like it's your last. Because you never know when it is. Okay? Somebody out there right now lost somebody. And I'm telling you, okay, they did not know that they were going to lose them. They said goodbye to the person. It's happened to all of us. And the next day, that person wasn't there anymore. And they had no clue. That person wasn't sick or anything. Maybe the person was in a car accident or something. So live each day like it's your last. And something that I like that they're saying on television now, live out loud. Live out loud. Don't be afraid. Live out loud. Step out of your comfort zone. If you want to be a model, I think one of the best things that has ever happened to any of us is YouTube. because all those people who are chefs, wannabe chefs, home cooks, because all those people who are singers, that's where Justin Bieber was discovered. But you can't do it if you don't put yourself out there. Comedians, okay? You want to make people laugh? Get on YouTube. You'll be surprised who watches YouTube. People of all ages, because I was surprised. And when I found out that I could use it as a platform for what I want to do, I got out there. I make mistakes all the time. But you see, the one thing about YouTube is it's real. It's not dubbed. It's not fluffed. It's not, I don't have a makeup girl. I just have me. And you know what? I like me. Took me a long time to get there, but I like me. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Because if you don't do it right the first time, you have so many times to do it over and over again until you get it right, until you perfect it. And the thing about perfecting things is nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Oh, people will say, oh, she's the perfect singer. She's the perfect weight. You know, that was the perfect movie for that person. But for everybody, it all ain't perfect. It's just makeup and fluff. So don't be afraid to fail. The fifth and final thing, keep on trucking. I remember, I think it was in the 70s. Yeah, that's when that song was out. Keep on trucking. I believe Eddie Kendricks wrote it. I'm telling you my age, but I can't remember all the different singers. I used to be able to tell you the different singers and everything like that. You know, I've got other things on my mind now. But I believe Eddie Kendricks wrote Keep on Trucking. Okay? Keep on. Okay? Do it with vim and vigor. Push yourself. The funny thing about us is we can push ourselves for other people. But when it comes to us, being us, doing us, feeling us, we think it's being selfish. And it really is not. There's a certain amount of credibility that one must have in order to be themselves. Credibility comes from a long lines of hurts and failures and all those things, okay, that are just mixed up. So that when you finally get out there and you finally find it necessary to be you and do you, you ain't got nothing left because you done given it to other people. So give it to yourself. Give it your all. Put yourself out there. Let yourself be known. Make friends with people. This is a good platform right here, Blab. And then Blab rolls over into YouTube. Okay? And people start to know you. First, you may start out with 25 people. Then it's up to 100 people. Then it's 300. Then 400, and so on and so forth. And soon, you'll be making money. It may not be a lot of money, but you'll be making money. See, that's the thing about money. Okay? When you put yourself out there, you think you've got to be a millionaire. Well, unless a millionaire is born by a millionaire parent, somebody had to get that million from somewhere. But if you are a man or a woman who is stepping out there for the first time with parents that have no money, I came from very good parents, hardworking and everything, but not millionaires. Okay? Didn't have a lot of money, but we had a good family. You know, my father had a business and everything, and that's why I got the idea for business. But we weren't millionaires. But you've got to think like a millionaire. You've got to walk like a millionaire. You've got to talk like a millionaire. So if you think like a millionaire, if you make $50 out of YouTube, you've made some money, and then you put it back into bettering your product. It's a never-ending battle. Never ending. Okay? It's an uphill battle, though, that sometimes has this downhill slope. So you got to hold on tight, okay, and pull yourself back up again. You don't have the competition that you think you have, because what you have is not what the other person has. And what she has is not what you want to have. You want to have you. You want to be you. You want to be the individual that God made you and intended for you to be. You want to have that vim and vigor that God gave to you. You want to use that God-given talent, whatever it may be, to talent your way into success. Yeah, talent your way into success. You want to tap your way into success? You want to sing your way into success? You want to make clothes that dress you into success? You want to groom people and yourself so that you can groom into success? You want to cook your way into success? You want to sew your way into success? Whatever your talent is, somebody's buying it. Maybe a few people at first, so don't get discouraged. But after a while, people will start to catch on. I've seen certain things that I would go, I wouldn't buy that. Not my taste. But I've looked at things, and I look at things a lot differently, okay, over the years. And I remember this when, I was in pottery school, and I was learning pottery, and I know it, but I just, I have a different spin on it. But there was a potter there that, she was a good potter too. I mean, she traveled all over and sold her pottery and everything. But her pottery to me was big and flashy, but people liked it. And it wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just something I wouldn't have in my house. Okay, her pottery was contemporary. But everybody likes something. Everybody likes, maybe even your parents might not like what you do, but some people don't like what you do. You do you. You be you. You sell you. And I guarantee you, okay, somebody's going to like you. It's not going to be easy. It's a long road. But I'm telling you, okay, once you start it, you're not going to want to stop it. Once you get into, figuring out what it is that your dream is about, and you focus on that dream, and you have that focus, and you have that drive and determination, and you have that hunger, it comes from the belly up. And you share those moments with God that only you and He know what you're talking about. Only you and He can figure out where you need to go with this dream. Sometimes we make the mistakes of telling a bunch of people about our dream either, and or our ideas or our thoughts or whatever. I've always been the type of person to keep what I'm going to do to myself until I do it. And then a lot of people would say to me, "Oh man, you didn't tell me you were going to do that." And I have no answer for them. Everything is not everybody's business. Because there's two things that I know. There are dream stealers and there are joy stealers, okay? And they run in packs like wolves, okay? And they'll try to pick your brain, and then they'll try to steal your joy. And again, like I've always said, if you give people everything they want, they will take everything that you have, and you will be left with nothing. So when you get ideas and you get dreams and you get things, especially when you start writing or something, you do poetry, make sure that you write it down and make sure that you get an ISBN number. Make sure that everything that you dream and focus on is your dream, and that it's locked down in your brain until it's time for you to step out. And then step out on faith. and keep going until all of a sudden they catch on and they like you. Who is it that said Sally Field? And she won the award for whatever she played in, because that, like I said, uh, it's been so long, and I pay attention to movies, but not that much. But I remember what she said when she got the Academy Award. She said, "You like me. You really like me." For that moment, they did. But people will like whatever you do, whatever it is, whatever you make. Somebody's gonna like it. I don't care if it's a turtle with a frog head. Somebody's gonna like it. Somebody's gonna see something cute about it that I might not see, or somebody's gonna see it and somebody's gonna really like it. Do you? So tonight, I gave you the 5 steps that you need to take to focus on your dream. I hope you learned something. I hope you try it. Run away with it. Run wild with it. Be wild. Be free. But be you. Well, it's half an hour now. It's 9:30. God bless. Well, 9:27. God bless you. He loves you more than I ever could. Although I love you, he loves you. Be good to yourself. Be good to somebody this week. Just remember, be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to take that step. It's a giant step, it is. But now is the time when you have to do it. Now is the time when you have to say, I'm not afraid. Okay? Something good is going to happen to me, to you. Just keep telling yourself that something good is going to happen. But you won't know if you don't take that step. Be you. Good night, y'all. See you next Tuesday, 9 o'clock. I'll be here. All right? I promise. All right. Good night. God bless you.